here into the world's largest...
About 3 or 4, 5 years since I've distanced myself from the party because I was quite unhappy with the kind of parochial mindset they've had, because I think there was an incident 4, 5 years back, when some discussions about a South Indian accent came. So I tweeted saying, unless the parochial mindset ceases to be, I wouldn't participate, and I never did so after that. But it's been, I want to talk more about Narendra Modi ji and his leadership, but since you asked me for some time now, I felt that I really don't, conscientiously concur with the stand or the, what the party was Congress party was trying to propagate for some time, which is why I didn't participate in the Bharat Jodo Yatra too. Today you saw our Honorable President doing a sortie in a Sukhoi, it was so wonderful to see that. But when her name was announced, as a presidential candidate, I mean, you would remember, when Abdul Kalamji's name was announced in 2002, the Congress party had welcomed it. In fact, even supported it. But when Murmuji's nomination was announced, first tribal woman, becoming a Rashtrapati, everybody was happy. But the Congress party leader, working committee member says, Murmuji represented an evil philosophy. Then when the Andaman Nicobar Islands were named after the 21 Paramveer Chakras, where 14 of them were posthumous, a senior leader said, show me a proof of the surgical strike. These things any right-thinking person will not be comfortable with, and I just didn't feel like I belonged there, and so I had left. But today's journey has begun. I'm very happy that I've had the opportunity to join the BJP today when our Honorable Prime Minister is visiting Tamil Nadu, my home state. Niranjan, I don't know how much of Tamil you know.
I know Tamil. I can understand. I can speak Tamil as well. I'm a Kannadiga, but I can speak Tamil as well. But go ahead.
That's so refreshing.
Yeah.
So Thiruvalluvar is a great poet from Tamil Nadu, and there is a beautiful quotation of Thiruvalluvar. It's 621 in the couplet. It says, "Idukkan varungal naguga, adanai adutturvadu attoppadil." Idukkan varungal naguga means broadly, whenever you confronted with a crisis, you handle it calmly with a smile, and that is the best way to vanquish this crisis. And I saw that this was the quintessential example was Narendra Modi ji during the COVID crisis. The whole world and the entire country, all of us were enveloped with fear and uncertainty. But Narendra Modi ji calmly put his faith, in the Indian vaccines, and also with the support of selfless, health officials and COVID warriors, ensured that we came out of the pandemic. 225 crore local India-made vaccines were administered. 97% of us are being given the first dose. 90% of us have the full vaccination second dose. And, we exported this to 85 countries. So, Honorable Prime Minister's people-centric policies, his responsive, corruption-free governance, and reform-based inclusive growth agenda has transformed India from a fragile economy into, the 5th largest economy in the world, surpassing Great Britain. But personally, you look at his vision of Antyodaya, which Gandhiji has propounded, empowering the last citizen till the last mile. Whether it is PM Kisan Samman Nidhi, where, I think, Niranjan, the question you should be asking is rather, why are young leaders joining the BJP?
Yeah.
Because I think the younger generation and everybody who wants to be a part of nation development have seen that developmental politics, as I was telling you before we saw the Prime Minister speaking in, Vivekananda Math. See, what has happened over the last 9 years is a tectonic, transformation. And as I was telling you, you see the last mile delivery and Antyodaya, the way the last person has been empowered in the last mile. 11.3 crore toilets have been made, all over the country, ensuring dignity of women. 80 crore people have been given ration during the COVID, which now continues. Health treatment is free up to 5 lakhs for 50 crore people. PM Ujjwal Yojana has given 9.5 lakh LPG connections. And the farmers, they have BJP government has introduced a scheme called Beej Se Bazaar Tak, a holistic solution. Beyond that, during the COVID, difficult time, Kisan Samman Nidhi of the Prime Minister, they made sure 2.25 lakh crores reached 11.4 crore small farmers, unprecedented. I was telling today in my press conference, Ranjan, I'm not a Vanshvadi or a Parivarvadi. My father was an engineer, and my grandfather was a news editor of the Hindu. My own great-grandfather was there 50 years back. I came like any young man.
Yes.
I studied computer science abroad. So I'm well versed with computer science. See the digital revolution. You see Jan Dhan, there are 48 crore accounts, 55% are women. They have under the inspiring leadership of Modi ji, 28 lakh crore worth of money for various government schemes has been directly sent to people's bank accounts using the JAM Trinity. And, before, I remember Amit Shah ji used to say it was dealer, broker, transfer. Now it's direct benefit transfer. If you see the statistics, 2.3 lakh crore, money has been saved from pilferage by middlemen. I mean, how can young people not be inspired by this? And one more thing, it's just not modernity and developmental politics, also the way they combine tradition, the way they cherish and celebrate our history and heritage. See, I am from Tamil Nadu. You see the way the Kashi Tamil Sangamam was done.
Yes.
I mean, it's such a refreshing thing. Could there be anything, a bigger symbol of symbolism or national integration? And see the Azad Kar Amrit Mahotsav. I mean, I come from a freedom fighters family. You speak to me because Rajaji probably was a famous patriot, but there are so many unsung heroes, unsung milestones, unsung icons whom we don't know. But the Azad Ka Amrit Mahotsav has made sure and ensured the people who have been forgotten are given their due. And these are very, very commendable. And as you know, the way we've been, stellar leadership in the world stage has given us the presiding honor of the G20 here, which has never been done. So, in my opinion, it is but natural that the right-thinking people, when I say right, it's just not ideology, the right-thinking people who are on the side of the people on the right side will definitely want to be associated with the progressive leadership of Narendra Modi ji, and he has laid out a very clear vision for the next 25 years. He says that by the time we reach the 100th year of our independence in 2047, the Amrit Kal, and he's urged every BJP member to be treat it as a Kartavya Kal, as a duty and work and make India a Vishwaguru. So people like us, like I said today, the Ram Setu. When the Ram Setu was built, the squirrel played a very small role. So it's a wonderful opportunity that we've joined the BJP, and when this bridge of prosperity, progress and peace is being built to make India as a Vishwaguru, we can play our own small way and be a part of nation building. And which is why I think youngsters are joining the BJP.
Yeah. My last question to you, CR, and you made a fleeting mention of it, but I'd like to tell our viewers who are joining us, and I'm getting a little bit of feedback to this interview as well. I want to reiterate why CR Kesavan was upset with the Congress party, and if I'm not wrong, this was in 2017, about 6 years back. The cabal, the small coterie that hangs around the high command in the Congress, who we call the Vadra Congress, complained about this meritorious leader called CR Kesavan, who studied abroad. He just spoke about himself. They had a problem with his accent. I can hear you perfectly well. You're one of the, we always considered you one of the best spokespersons of the Congress party back then, CR. No, we always considered you one of the best spokespersons back then, right? Anyway, that apart, I wanted to highlight that. I can't believe
I just wanted to say one thing which I said before on a lighter note. The problem is if you add colored spectacles with concocted binaries, nobody can help you. And one more thing, when I jokingly mentioned at that time to the people who made a remark, I said, "आप मेरे English के बारे में आप टिप्पणी कर रहे हैं, मैं जिस ढंग से आप English बोलते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा मैं बेहतर हिंदी बोल सकता हूँ."
Yeah. Absolutely. And today, look at the irony. You spoke about the Tamil Sangamam and the merging of cultures today, right? But anyway, interesting times, to be in Tamil Nadu as well. You're from Tamil Nadu with Annamalai's leadership. What's ahead for you in Tamil Nadu?
I don't know. I just joined the party. I don't know. I'm very happy to take up any responsibility and work as a Karyakarta of the BJP. I think the BJP is doing very well in the south. If you see the strides they've made in Telangana, it's actually very, very, very commendable. In Tamil Nadu, we're doing very well. Kerala, we are marking a presence. I feel in the next 5 to 10 years, like how BJP won the trust and faith of the people of Karnataka, which we're going to do again in the coming days. I think South India will become a bastion of the BJP in the years to come, is my feeling and hope and faith.
Okay, CR Kesavan, all the very best. Good to talk to you after a very long time. Thank
Thanks,
you for joining.
Narendra. Wonderful to connect with you. Bye-bye.
Likewise. Thank you very much. On to the big political quake as Sharad Pawar breaks ranks with the opposition. He spoke on the Adani issue, saying that he disagrees primarily with the opposition led by the Congress party, trying to disrupt parliamentary proceedings, asking for a JPC. He believes a JPC is not the answer. Sharad Pawar striking a discordant note, and his party leaders, including Ajit Pawar, making statements not just for the last few weeks, but even today, questioning the opposition on issues like EVM. Ajit Pawar said, if EVMs didn't work, how did opposition parties rule states even today? Here's what Pawar said, and then the responses to it.
असं JPC म्हणजे काय? जॉईंट पार्लमेंटरी कमिटी. पार्लमेंटमध्ये लोकसभा आणि राज्यसभा दोन सभागृह आहेत आणि या दोन्ही सभागृहातल्या सदस्यांची ही समिती. साधारणतः JPCचं फॉर्मेशन कसं होतं? या पक्षाच्या सभासदांची संख्या अधिक आहे, त्यांना अधिक जागा मिळतात. आता उदाहरणार्थ 21 लोकांची JPC असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये 15 लोक हे सत्ताधारी पक्षाचे म्हणजे भाजपचे असतील आणि 6 ते 7 लोक अपोजिशनचे असतील. तर ज्या कमिटीमध्ये अपोजिशनचे लोक इतके कमी आणि सत्ताधारी पक्षाची संख्या इतकी अधिक, याचा अर्थ याची चौकशी नीट करावी अशी आपली अपेक्षा आहे. त्या संबंधीची शंका व्यक्त करायला संधी आहे. याऐवजी सुप्रीम कोर्टाने एक कमिटी नियुक्त करण्याचा निर्णय घेतला, ज्याच्यामध्ये निवृत्त सुप्रीम कोर्टाचे जजेस आणि इतर काही लोक आहेत. सुप्रीम कोर्टाने आणखीन एक गोष्ट केली की किती दिवसात त्यांनी अहवाल द्यायचा, टाईम पिरियड, याही संबंधीची सूचना केली. आणि माझं मत असं आहे की मी काही JPC सरसकट विरोध करत नाही. यापूर्वी JPC होती, काही JPCचा मी स्वतः चेअरमन होतो. पण JPC बहुमताच्या संख्येवर त्या ठिकाणी तिचं फॉर्मेशन होणार असल्यानं JPCपेक्षा सुप्रीम कोर्टाची कमिटी अधिक उपयुक्त आणि प्रभावित आहे असं माझं मत आहे.
गेले अनेक वर्ष त्यांना या राज्यामध्ये त्यांनी काम केंद्रामध्ये आणि त्यांनी ते भाष्य केलं आहे. त्यामुळे जे ज्यांना विरोध करताय त्यांना तुम्ही हा प्रश्न विचारला पाहिजे.
देखिए मैं तो इस विषय में अंदर में अभी कुछ नहीं कहूँगा क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कमेटी बना करके मामला देख रहे हैं. लेकिन मैं इतना कहना चाहता हूँ कि ये सारा मुद्दा राहुल गांधी का पॉलिटिकल करियर को चमकाने के लिए, वो पॉलिटिकली फेल हो गए हैं, तो फिर चमकाने के लिए विवादित चीज को लेकर के मुद्दा बनाया जा रहा है. हर चीज का अपना एक तरीका होता है हैंडल करने का.
मला वाटत नाही की पवार साहेबांनी क्लीन चिट दिली आहे. पवार साहेबांनी क्लीन चिट दिली नसून चौकशीचे जे पर्याय आहेत त्या संदर्भात त्यांचं मत व्यक्त केलेलं आहे. आम्ही सगळे JPCचा आग्रह धरतो आहे आणि पवार साहेबांचं असं म्हणणं आहे की JPCमध्ये चेअरमन त्यांचा असतो, JPCमध्ये सदस्यांचं बहुमत त्यांचं असतं. त्यातून काय निष्पन्न होणार? एका विशिष्ट कालमर्यादेत न्यायालयीन चौकशी हा पर्याय त्यांनी सुचवला.
मग तुम्हाला JPC हवी आहे का सुप्रीम कोर्ट न्यायाधीशांकडून चौकशी हवी? आता
देशाच्या गुन्हेगारांना ज्या पर्याय मार्गातून शिक्षा मिळेल असे कोणते पर्याय चालू शकतात, पण JPCवरती विरोधी पक्षांची जी मागणी आहे ती ठाम आहे.
I think this is an individual personal opinion of Shri Sharad Pawar ji, who is a senior leader in the opposition. I think the united opposition altogether had decided that there should be a JPC form to go into the issues relating to the Adani issue, and that is why when this was unitedly decided, in which the NCP was also a part of it, I think the entire opposition should abide by it. But in spite of that, he still feels his Indian opinion, as he has said, that this is his individual opinion. So, well, people may have opinions, but when the opposition together takes a call, I think that should be followed by each and every constituent of the opposition.
देखो, उनका व्यक्तिगत मत हो सकता है. आपको याद होगा कि जब भी कोल स्कैम हुआ था, ऐसा जब आरोप हुआ था, तब भी कोर्ट की कमेटी बिठाई गई थी. तब भी अपोजिशन के कहने के आधार पर उस समय भी जेपीसी की गई थी. तो पवार साहब का व्यक्तिगत वो मत हो सकता है, लेकिन मोदी जी अदानी के मैटर में क्यों डर रहे हैं, ये सवाल अब देश की जनता पूछ रही है. शरद पवार जी का व्यक्तिगत मत हो सकता है. हम जनता की आवाज़ बनकर कांग्रेस ने ये भूमिका रखी. हमारे साथ कई दल हैं जिन्हें अदानी के बारे में सवाल पूछे हैं. तो इसलिए मैं ये नहीं कहता कि शरद पवार जी ने ये क्यों कहा है, हमें हमारा इशू नहीं है. वो शरद पवार जी का व्यक्तिगत मत हो.
वीरेंद्र जी, कैसे देखते हैं? ऐसा लग रहा है कि जो ऑपोजिशन जो एक टाइम पे यूनाइटेड लग रही थी, वो डिवाइडेड हो रही है, कि शरद पवार कह रहे हैं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट मॉनिटर्ड प्रोब होना चाहिए.
देखिए, ऐसे है कि हर एक लीडर की अपनी अपनी राय होती है, लेकिन जहां तक अपोजिशन की बात है वो तो सारी इकट्ठी है. हमारा तो एक लक्ष्य है, जैसे महबूबा जी ने भी अपील की थी सभी देश की अपोजिशन को इकट्ठे होने के, तो अपोजिशन इकट्ठे होके गई है ना कोर्ट में, कोई बात भी की तो इकट्ठे है. तो अपोजिशन इकट्ठे है, ये एक भ्रम फैलाने का. दूसरी बात ये है कि ठीक है, शरद पवार साहब बहुत सीनियर नेता हैं, उनका बहुत बड़ा तजर्बा है, उन्होंने जो बात की होगी अपने हिसाब से. लेकिन हम तो आज भी ये कहना चाहते हैं कि जिस चीज को देश सवाल पूछता है उसका जवाब सरकार को देना है. ये फंडामेंटल राइट कहते हैं, ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया कहता है, मैं नहीं कहता हूँ. हमारे मुल्क का संविधान कहता है कि हर एक शहरी को अपनी बात पूछने का हक है. उसी तरह से मेंबर पार्लियामेंट, मेंबर लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली कह लीजिए, जहाँ मेंबर कोई लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल होगा तो उसको सरकार से बात पूछने का हक है. इसी के लिए हाउस है. तो अगर वो पूछ रहे हैं तो ठीक है. और मैं जहां तक आपने अपोजिशन की बात की, अपोजिशन पूरी इकट्ठी है. जो देश में आज एक मैं कह रहा हूं कि जोर जबरी की सियासत चल रही है, उसके खिलाफ हम सब लोग इकट्ठे हैं.
I do not understand why he suddenly take this turn, because JPC is the only organization can bring the truth in this case. So it is his personal opinion. I do not know why he did it, but it is general opinion in the country that it should be inquired to the core and actual truth should be unearthed. And our economy should be protected from the unbridled people who are just looting the country instead of serving the country.
एक बात तो मैं स्पष्ट तौर पे कहूं कि पवार साहब बहुत सीनियर नेता है, उनकी पार्टी इस मुद्दे पे साथ रही है. लगभग 19 राजनीतिक दल. देखिए, लोकतंत्र में चाहे सत्ता पक्ष हो या विपक्ष हो, उसमें बेहद आवश्यक है कि सामूहिकता किधर है. सामूहिकता जेपीसी को लेकर के, और पवार साहब अपने विचार के लिए स्वतंत्र हैं, लेकिन सुप्रीम कोर्ट जो देख रहा है ना, वो सिर्फ एक लिमिटेड परव्यू में देख रहा है. पॉलिटिकल पेट्रोनेज, पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस का मामला जेपीसी ही देख सकती है. वो फोर्स में जेपीसी बनी, हर्षद मेहता वाले में बनी, कई अवसरों पर. तो मेरा सीधे तौर पे ये कहना है, और इंटरेस्टिंगली वो उसी चैनल में इंटरव्यू हुआ था जिस चैनल को टेक ओवर किया अभी अडानी साहब ने हाल में. तो खैर, इसमें जाना नहीं है. मैं सिर्फ ये कहता हूं कि लोकतंत्र में सामूहिकता महत्वपूर्ण है. पवार साहब अपने विचार के लिए स्वतंत्र.
The fight over Kicha Sudeep continues. The BJP hits back at the JDS and the Congress party that are asking for a ban on his movies until the elections are over in Karnataka. Eknath Shinde and his MLAs are headed to Ayodhya. Live coverage on Republic.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
When we see that the masterminds, the plotters of this attack are still unpunished, they are still roaming free, what can India and Israel do together to ensure that the plotters, the mastermind of this attack are punished?
Everyone that took part of the terror attacks pays the price, a very heavy price. So we are still waiting for those who committed, those who sent, those who operated those terror attacks to be brought to justice. And indeed, we need to bring very serious pressure from all the world, from all the free world who stands against terrorism.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
Welcome back. You're watching This Is Exclusive. The President of India, Draupadi Murmu, flew a sortie on the Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter aircraft at the Tezpur Air Force Station in Assam this morning. This is a video report that came in.
President Draupadi Murmu took her maiden sortie in a fighter aircraft at Tezpur Air Base in Assam. Group Captain Naveen Kumar Tiwari flew her in a Sukhoi 30 MKI that took off from the Indian Air Force Base. Murmu, who was on a 3-day trip to Assam, reached Tezpur from Guwahati. She was received at the airbase by Air Marshal S.P. Dharkar, Governor Gulab Chand Kataria and Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. After landing at Tezpur, Murmu received a guard of honor by IAF personnel, followed by an official briefing on her flight aboard the Sukhoi aircraft. She then reached the hangar wearing the flying suit and waved to the waiting journalist before climbing the ladder to board the aircraft. The president also posed with her pilot and other officials in front of the aircraft. After sitting in the cockpit, a woman officer helped her put on the helmet and complete other technicalities. She waved from the cockpit just seconds before the aircraft canopy was shut. Alighting from the aircraft after the 25-minute sortie, she again posed with the group captain and waved to the waiting journalists. Though no media interaction was scheduled with the president, she responded to a journalist who asked her how the sortie was. Murmu is the third president after APJ Abdul Kalam and Pratibha Patil to take a sortie in a fighter aircraft. Her predecessors, however, had taken their rides from Pune Air Base. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow, and that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first.
$13,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
आपने 3 गोल्ड जीते, आपने वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड क्रिएट करा,
जब
पोडियम पे नंबर 1 स्पॉट में खड़ी
हूँ
और नेशनल एंथम ही नहीं है।
नेशनल एंथम नहीं है हमारे पास। मैनेजर्स, कोचेस जो थे, उनको कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं था कि भी हमारा कोई गोल्ड आ सकता है, हमारा नेशनल एंथम भी बज सकता है। मैंने वहाँ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड भी क्रिएट किया और 3 गोल्ड मेडल भी जीते। नेशनल एंथम नहीं थी हमारी, वो रिकॉर्डेड जाता है ना,
जी
वो
बिल्कुल,
आई
जी
नहीं।
बिल्कुल।
फिर हमने खुद वहाँ मेरा टीम ने स्टेज पे क्रिस्टन पे मैं और नीचे से मेरा जो टीम थी पूरी, उन्होंने नेशनल एंथम गाया।
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow, and that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first. Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at
The flagship edition of the Hello India Art Awards was recently organized in Delhi. The event was all about supporting, encouraging and honoring artists, curators and gallerists for their exceptional contributions to the art industry. Hello India Art Awards felicitate and appreciate the work done by established artists, upcoming talent, new media, individual and group exhibitions, galleries that curate and showcase excellent artwork, various mediums of expression, and every domain of artistic excellence.
Welcome to the second edition of the Hello India Art Awards, where we celebrate the superlative in art and contemporary culture in India. I'm your host, Ambika Anand, and I'll be with you through the evening. To start the evening and help us all place the RPSG Group's advent and journey into the arts, I'd like to invite on stage Avarna Jain, Chairperson Hello India and Vice Chairperson Saregama India Limited, India's foremost music company, who has been at the helm of both these brands and taken them to another level. Please come and say a few words.
Hello and welcome to the second edition of the Hello India Art Awards. This night is a celebration of artistic excellence where we recognize and honor the best in the various domains of art. The RP Sanjeev Goenka Group has always been a keen supporter of the arts and everything that goes along with it. At Hello Magazine, art is in our DNA. These awards were thus a natural progression for us, a platform that recognizes and celebrates the exceptional talent of our artists. Our jury, comprising of the most eminent names in the art world, have chosen these awardees based on their exceptional work and contribution to the field of art. These awards are a testament to the creativity, hard work, and passion that our artists put into all their work. It is an opportunity for us to celebrate, appreciate their contributions, and the diversity of our country's contemporary art. Let us raise a toast to the recipients of these awards, some of whom are stalwarts, some of whom are emerging artists, but all of whom are absolutely excellent in what they do.
Well, the winners of this award have been chosen through a rigorous process, taking great time and toil. We've had 5 nominators from different parts of the country and with involvements in different aspects of art making, producing,